what's happening? Yes, you tuned into the Mixtape with your girl Amy K, the only place to be on a Thursday night. Here's what's coming up on the show. I catch up with Ikes, and then back by public demand, it's low key, so don't go nowhere.
Mr. Berry's in the building. Scene one, let the theme run. I could tell you about a dream if you need one. Over cream and free sesame seed buns. A honeymoon to me, heavenly begun. We just met, sex, none just yet. Rub the back of your neck if you upset. Cause the fact is in bed on my love nest, I'm beyond what you'd expect, enough said. Over dinner dates, we'd share the cost in a days, but she didn't wanna scare me off. She all in, she A-key, she falling like offspring when they leave, she calling. And I happily responded, glad to be amongst this quick time, we casually bonded. Ain't about to dump it and run, I'm being real when I say she got me jumping the gun like, hey, I could tell you what I like, oh, we can take it up to any height. FSC show, we can fly by the sky. For sure, that kind of guy. That's when I knew that she was all in. Break it off with your man, you should call him. Now I'm really good at often, but it ain't easy messing with us rappers. Tell me something new, have you ever had a two? It ain't changer, read the disclaimer. Figured I could wave at the rain, I could save her. I'm about the cash and I ain't being subliminal. It's Adidas cause we just keep it original. That's old school, bowler hats at the restaurant. She's so cool, older cat, she be stepping on. Set it on, clothes all off. We locked in, missionary, the phone's all off. Leave a message. The door knock says don't disturb, the broad's hot, plus she knows the first. Let's read first. I can tell you what I like, oh, we can take it up to any height. FSC show, we can fly by the sky. For sure, that kind of guy. That's when I knew that she was all in. Break it off with your man, you should call him. Now I'm really good at often, but I got that heavenly drive, she knows she caught up in. Laid down 75, I put a quarter in. Born to win, my mental is A grade, she torn within. Temples, we vacate, sightseeing. Baby, this the life, that time we might be in the PM. As we ride to the sunset, forget we just met. And with the best sex, we'll bless this love nest like we get it in. I can tell you what I like, oh, we can take it up to any height. FSC show, we can fly by the sky. For sure, that kind of guy. That's when I knew that she was all in. Break it off with your man, you should call him. Now I'm really good at often, but I can tell you what I like, oh, we can take it up to any height. FSC show, we can fly by the sky. For sure, that kind of guy. That's when I knew that she was all in. Break it off with your man, you should call him. Now I'm really good at often, but
Hey everybody, my first guest on this week's Mixtape is Ikes.
Hey.
Hey, welcome to the Mixtape.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
It's always good to have new, inspiring artists on the show, I have to say.
That's right.
Now, for people who don't know who you are, how would you describe yourself?
I'm a rap artist. I'm a songwriter. You know, I'm an all-round visionary. I'm from North London, side of the UK.
Now, when you listening to your older stuff, you were very, let's say, street with your music, kind of dark.
Okay.
But now listening to obviously the latest stuff, like Taylor May's.
That's right.
You can obviously see there's a growth in the music, but it's also the sounds kind of changed.
I wouldn't say the sounds changed. I think everyone's career, you know, whether you're in the music industry or you're an actor or whatever you are, it's a journey. So as you're moving, you just progress and you develop your sound, and so we're trying to get like real personal. I kind of think that I've got my own sound. It's like real musical, trying to stretch like the genre of rap as much as we possibly can. You know, I've got like an in-house producer. Shout out Malik Berry, and you know he more or less does, you know, over 90% of my stuff. So like, you know, that's the sound I'm more coming with.
I do feel like your personalities come out more with your latest stuff though.
Yeah, I mean when you're just, you know, you're doing the street underground stuff, you're just learning the game. You like, you know, you putting a couple beats together, you're jumping on, like your music doesn't really have much direction. You're just like trying to be creative, but now a lot more thought goes into it. We're now entering like the music business now, so like it's 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 a little more complicated.
So when is it that you decide that, you know, I don't want to do, you know, this street stuff anymore. I want to kind of get more character and more personal with my music?
I mean, I come from the street, so I'm always going to do street stuff or whatever. But I mean, for me, street stuff is not really a sound. Street stuff is what applies to the street, what they can connect with. So I'm always going to be connected to the street because that's where I come from. That's home. I'll never lose sight of that. But luckily for me, I mean, I do music, and luckily for me, people like that music. So, you know, it comes a time where you, as an artist, you just want mass, you know, audience. You want to touch people across the globe. You want a lot of people to hear this music. You want to connect with not only one kind of niche. You want to just tap into so many different environments and, you know, sectors. So you just got to stretch it and, you know, make that transition. That's what we're trying to do.
And what kind of response do you get from people from the live shows?
Ah, it's crazy. I did a live show at Jazz Cafe a couple months back, and the response was so crazy. It was almost surreal. Like there was a woman. I don't want to like, you know.
See, I knew there was a woman involved. I knew there was a woman involved. Okay, there's groupies knocking on the
No. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Like,
You just said there was a woman involved.
You're shutting me down quickly. All I'm saying was there was, you know, at the end of the show, I was putting my helping my band get a cab to wherever they come, you know, wherever their homes at or wherever. And there was a supporter that she insisted that she paid for the cab for them to go, like, listen, I want to give you something back, that you were that good. I want to pay for the cab for these guys to go home. And seriously, she was like, look, take the money, I don't want my friends to see. No joke. She was like, take the money, I don't want my friends to see. And that was like proper touching. That was
I wish someone paid for my cab.
You know?
No, at least getting with a live band on the stage and doing what you do.
Nah, seriously, like she just felt like that was her giving back, you know. So I ain't got nothing but love for that, you know. That's like
sweet
mad
though.
respect, yeah, for real.
So what kind of music have you grown up on?
You know, it's like back in the day, like my father had a mad vinyl collection because I come from an African background. I'm Nigerian, so he had loads of Afro beats, but then he had like Lionel Richie and Tracy Chapman and like Michael Jackson and all this stuff. So it was so like a mad range. So growing up, it was everything. Music was coming from everywhere, and I'm a youngest of 6. So I got like 2 older brothers, 3 older sisters. So like, you know, what they were listening to, I wanted to listen to it. You know,
Yeah.
my brothers always had like the latest like rap, like, you know, the Tupac and the Biggie, the Bone Thugs and all that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to like listen to that. So genre wise, I'm just like split up to that. I just got a love for music itself. It's like whatever music, if it's good music, I don't care what it is, I'll listen to it.
And who kind of grabs your attention musically at the moment?
Musically at the moment, I mean, you've got like the pioneers the ones that are still alive, like, you know, the Jay-Z's, the Kanye West, the Pharrell Williams, you know, mad. You've still got like Quincy Jones that's still around, and you know, so when it comes to that aspect, they're really still shaping what we're doing now, you know, especially like with the whole like Watch the Throne and everything that they had going on there. But then on the other side of the spectrum, I still have time for people like Sade and Coldplay and Evanescence, and you know,
wow,
like these, yeah,
that's quite
it really
you
goes.
know, variety of music there.
For real, it really goes like stretch music out wide. Bon Iver, you know, I was calling him Bon Iver. My brother corrected me in the car. I was like, no, it's Bon Iver, it's Bon Iver. So yeah, stretches so far out wide.
So what direction do you want your music to be going? Like when people listen to it, what do you want them to be saying? Like, is this hip hop? Is it rap? Is it pop? What is it? Because I think right now, I did say this to you before though, it's like lately the music has got a poppy sound, but I didn't mean to say it in a disrespectful way. I just meant that, you know, it kind of fits into what's out there at the moment. It's easier to kind of go in with the other stuff that's in the charts.
I mean, for me personally, predominantly rap, hip hop is what I do, predominantly. But if you ain't being creative with it, then why would anyone listen to you? Why wouldn't they just go and listen to someone else that's already out there? What are you bringing to the table? Where's your investment? Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to bring my little vibe to the table and say, okay, this is me. When you come, you listen to an Ikes record, you know, like the sound that you're going for and the sound you're gonna get from it. Like for me, music is what something that I'm invoking an emotion on someone. You know, so that emotion has to be a specific kind of sound. So, you know, I'm trying to bring myself to the game.
And I think it's great because you perform with a live band act as well. It kind of inspires other people that want to do what you're doing. You know, like the rappers that are young and they're kind of putting their bars together. You know, there is another way of going about things. Yeah,
of course. Just love what you do and just love music itself. Just make sure you're not doing it for the wrong reasons. That, you know, there's a lot of glamour
for the money and the girls and the cars.
Money and the fame and, you know,
what,
the bling.
Are you saying there's none of that there?
No, listen, that is just like a byproduct of being good and successful at what you do. For me, anyway. So, like, it's all well and good, but I've never wanted to be famous. It's like, you know, sometimes I get spotted and I'm just like, alright, yeah, cool. I'm not like, you know, if you know me, you might even think that I love like getting like the attention and stuff, but I'm just like, oh, nah, not at all. So I'm just like, but it's touching. That feeling's never gonna go away. To know that there's someone out there that actually like, you know, messes with your music. That's a feeling. No matter where I go with the music or how far I get, that's never gonna get old. So. What
advice would you give to those people though that are, you know, looking at you as a role model?
Stay in school. I say study your craft. The blueprint's already been laid out. People's already done it. So like study the greats and learn from them wherever they went wrong. You go right. And dedication, talk less, do more, that kind of thing. Keep your head down and develop yourself.
Well, I like that because you kind of can back that up though. You stayed in school.
Yeah.
You did the whole education thing.
Yes, ma'am, yeah.
Am I right in saying something about mathematics?
Yeah, that's right.
Are you serious?
That's right, yeah, that's right. I've always been good at maths. It's like, I've always been good at maths.
Is it a degree in maths? Or?
Yeah. I got a degree in maths and finance.
Oh, my days.
Yeah, for real. I graduated.
That's not easy.
Nah, it's not easy, but it's mind-boggling to some, but I've just always been good at maths. Like GCSE level, I took like the GCSE a year early, and I've just always it's just always come easy to me. If it was going to be anything I was doing a degree in, it would be maths. And so it was like, you know, it weren't easy though, because whilst I was there, I was trying to get into the music industry at the same time. And I remember when I had like my final exams and stuff, a song that I co-wrote was like on MTV and on the radio and everything, and I'm just there sweating in the library and people were like, how are you doing it? So, I mean, it was hard trying to find a balance, but we got through it and I'm happy. I wouldn't trade those days for anything.
But it's always good to have something to fall back on?
Definitely. I think the university is where I found myself, is where I really found that this is what I want to do for a living, and you never stop learning. You only when you get old is when you stop learning. So never stop learning. Just keep learning whatever you're doing. Like read books, man. There's so much to learn out there.